What's going on, guys? My name is Karim Jooma and welcome to another episode of Redline Auto Show. Today I'm proud to present you a 2018 Dodge Durango SXT, and there's many reasons why this is a great vehicle for the price that it's at, and I'm going to explain all those reasons for you today. What's going on, guys? My name is Karim Jooma and welcome to another episode of Redline Auto Show. Today I'm proud to present you the 2018 Dodge Durango SXT. Now, there have been three vehicles that we've made videos about, but before we made these three vehicle videos, we had one video that covers up all the problems in your mind. You may be thinking about leasing, whether you want to do it, whether you don't know anything about it, or whether you feel like you'd never do it. We want to clear all that up. So before you watch these videos, make sure to click and watch that video. The link will be in the description below, and you'll get more of a clarity of why we're making these. So I'm proud to present to you today the 2018 Dodge Durango SXT. It has all the practicalities of a minivan, but it's an SUV. It has 3 rows, gives you all the space you need just like a minivan would, but this gives you more of a sport look. So you have your nice mesh grille with the chrome in there, your LED headlamps. Going towards the bottom, you have available fog lights with the mesh bottom, giving you that sporty, aggressive look while still giving you space for family. So coming along the side of the vehicle, you have 18-inch rims that also give you that sport look. Coming over here, you have a body painted side view mirror with keyless entry on the handle. That's awesome. I just touched it and it actually unlocked because the key's in my pocket. That's pretty cool. Going towards the back, you have this large back window for people in the third row to see out of, and your iconic, popular on the back LED strip tail light. That's pretty popular and known for on Durangos. Over here you have an option to open the trunk and lock the car. There's actually a button here for the trunk that fits all your fingers, and then one finger can go here to lock the car. If you heard that, it locked the car. We just press this button here. Very lightweight, and you give it all of this space with your third row. And if you're thinking, well, the back is not that big, well, you have to understand you have the third row. So if we fold the seats down, you have as much space as you like to have. For any cargo space, plywood, or tools like that, you have the capability of putting that here, as long as the third row is not being used by people. Third row folded down, so you have space to put whatever cargo tools you need to add. Now, when you want to use the third row, all you have to do is grab these straps and pull it forward. It's very lightweight, and it's surprising because it's actually a seat. You wouldn't expect it to be that lightweight, but it definitely is. Over here, you have some compartments to store things if you'd like, a cup holder in the back for the third row. You can fold up these headrests to add more space to the vehicle, and coming along the side you actually have another 12-volt charger that you could use while on road trips. You could have a longer wire, accessible just for people in the third row. Dodge has thought of everything to do. So under these mats right here, you have an option to open up, and you have this whole compartment here to store, again, whatever you need to store there. Coming to the driver door, the vehicle is equipped keyless entry, so if the car is locked, the key is in my pocket, all I gotta do is put my hand here, it's unlocked, and to lock it, I don't need the key. All I gotta do is press this. I do have to have the key on me, but I don't need to press anything. Just lock it, the car is locked. Simple as that.
Alright guys, now that we are inside the vehicle, again, you don't really need to use the key fob. It could be in your purse or pocket or somewhere. I just let it lying here. Press the brake and press the start button to start it up. Now, this vehicle is equipped with the 7-inch Uconnect system. It's a fantastic system. It's got the 4C software, which is currently the latest software. It's divided tab-wise, just like every other Uconnect system. In your first tab, you have your radio, which is AM, FM, Sirius XM. Sirius XM, you get a year subscription free. In your second tab, you have your media connectivity, which is basically you got 2 USB inputs over here and an aux input. Have a 12-volt charging port, enough space to store a small tablet or your cell phone. Coming to the third tab is your climate control. In climate control, you have a dual zone, so you set up a temperature for the driver's side set up a temperature for the passenger side and hit auto, and it'll do its thing to set up the climate. Of course, this is a large SUV 3-row, so it's got independent climate control for the passengers at the back. They can control it over there. What you can do is you also have the rear climate over here that you can either lock or turn on and turn off. You can control that. Uconnect apps is like an app store. This is where you find all the features. You could drag and drop functions of the vehicle, like for example backup camera. This is you could turn it on even while you're driving forward, and you got the controls. In the controls you could go in here, headrest fold. Now this is an interesting feature. If you just look back on the 3rd row, the headrests are up. You just press this button to drop them. That gives you more visibility at the back if you want to look through the window you're backing up. Getting into settings, here you can customize a number of functions of the vehicle, like language, display units, voice, so on and so forth, safety and driving assistance. So here you can control the power steering if you wanted a normal, sport, comfort, hill start assist, and so on and so forth. Bluetooth to make and receive phone calls. It'll also read incoming text messages to you. You can speak text messages and reply. You can use it to stream music and media files wirelessly. So if you had music apps in your phone, you can stream it wirelessly. Coming down here, you have some hard keys along with the soft keys over there. Your volume control, your tune switch, and your air control right here. Every vehicle now is equipped with the start-stop technology, but some people don't like it. You could turn it off using this button. It defaults with eco mode, which is the gas saving mode, but if you were towing something or you're climbing a steep hill, you can always turn it off. It changes the way the engine and the shift points work and gives you more power. Sport mode just makes it more sportier. Turns on that sport steering wheel. The shift points are different on this. Now coming to the steering wheel over here, you have your phone pick up, hang up, and your voice commands right here, so that you can press this button and say things like call a name, dial a number, and so on and so forth. Coming to the instrument cluster, on the left you have your tachometer, on the right you have your vehicle information. The speedometer is a digital one. It shows your speed digitally. Now that center screen can be customized, so if you're using these 4 arrow keys, so you can navigate through those that screen. Right now you're seeing the screen setup where you go in and you can customize like the upper left where it's currently showing the compass. If you wanted to show some other information, you can go in here and change it to things like time, maybe the range to empty, your average miles per gallon if you want to keep an eye on what's happening with the miles per gallon, your current miles per gallon, so on and so forth. So it's going back, you go up again. This is your vehicle messages. It talks about if your washer fluid's out, your tail lamps not working, and so on and so forth. It kind of gives that information there. This is your music information, so it'll show you the song, artist, and what station's playing. This is your start stops. It's right now I'm not going to do it just because you don't change the way you drive. You just drive normally. The vehicle will decide when it wants to cut off and cut on. I know it's kind of intimidating for some people, but really it's really useful if you get used to it. This is your trip information. So you got trip A and trip B. This is your fuel economy screen, and talks about all the fuel numbers over here, your average miles per gallon, your current miles per gallon, and range to empty. And this is your vehicle information. So it shows you your tire pressure, transmission temperature, oil temperature, so on and so forth. And then you come back to your speedometer. Alright guys, so I'm here in the second row seat. As you can see, it's plenty spacious. You have AC vents over here for the passengers at the back. This is a bench seat, so you got 3 people can be seated over here. Center armrest with cup holders. Up here you have the controls for the passengers at the back. That's your air controls, LED lighting all around. You have AC vents for all 3 rows of seating.
So as we promised, we're going to present numbers to you on a lease for a 2018 Durango SXT. The allowance per year on mileage is 10,000 miles. This is a 36-month term, and this is MSRP of the vehicle, going for $32,085. Now, this is a program rate, basically kind of like your interest rate. The way you get that is you get, what is it, Amit?
It's you know, if you want to, they call it money factor, program rate, and so on. So you just multiply this number by 2,400 if you wanted to. If you're curious about what the interest rate is on this particular vehicle, it's less than 1% in terms of interest rate. Yeah,
exactly. So that's not horribly bad comparing to owning a vehicle. That's a huge difference in interest. Your down payment for the vehicle would be $2,250. The total residual would be 52%, meaning that at time of you returning the vehicle, the value would be $16,684. So
yeah, basically that's the if you decided you wanted to keep the vehicle, that's the money you'll have to come up with either through financing or your own sources if you wanted to keep the vehicle. But at the end of the 36-month term, you just return the vehicle if you didn't want it or you wanted to change it. Yeah,
exactly. Now, so for such a big vehicle like this, the payment is $269. Now, the payment doesn't include taxes, and that's because it varies for different states. So you would have to do that on your own to figure out exactly what your payment would be. But you would get the taxes and add it to the payment, and you would see what you'd be needing to get the vehicle, including payments with taxes. Now, due at signing is usually the first payment and the down payment. So the down payment of this and the first payment equals to $2,799, and that's all it takes to achieve that payment to get the Dodge Durango SXT. So guys, that's pretty much it for this series of 3 videos that we had. We hope we cleared up the thought process in your mind of leasing. We cleared up a couple of questions you've had. If you liked the video and you enjoyed watching it, hit the like button down there. Subscribe if you're already not subscribed. Here's our latest video. And until next time, we're out.
See you guys.